Good, everything. It is Monday, the 25th of August, 2025, and it's approximately 8:30 in the morning, 52 degrees. So, what am I going to get accomplished today is the question at hand. So, I'm here and I'm looking at the shrubs around the propane tank. If you can't tell, they have since overgrown once again, and I think I shaved them up about 2 months ago-ish. And I'm trying to decide if I should do the same thing in the fall. Not sure. I have the garden bed over there by the garage door where the lilies are that need to be cut back. And I have the tile on the center here by the chicken coop also need to be cleaned up. Not to mention the left-hand side of the coop where the sunflowers are that could use some tidying up. But I'm not sure I'm going to get to that today. With the temps being in the 50s, low 40s, 50s at night, or overnight, I should say, I think I need to start harvesting the melons in those beds. So that might be more of what is on the schedule for today. But that being said, I have a mail call to share with you. So I've been doing a seed swap with Arby, the garden nanny. And she sent me some seeds. And I thought this was so cute on the back of the envelope. Year one in a melon. These are some melon seeds. So let's see what she sent me. Now, I am not going to pronounce the technical name for this on screen because I know I'm going to butcher it. But these were from a melon that she harvested this year or this season. And these are what the seeds look like. I will link her video to this harvest on the screen. And she had a note that she put in her package that said seed sowing exchange, the name of the melon. She gave me some instructions on the back, her tips. She started them indoors. She got about 7 melons. And she put some in a raised bed, also a huge pot. And she used her drip irrigation. All right, had to put on my glasses. The name of the melon is a French cantaloupe, first note in the garden of Bishop of Reims 400 years ago. Fruit typically weighs 2 to 3 pounds and have a mustard and olive speckled rind. However, sweet orange flesh is reminiscent of brown sugar. From sow to harvest is anywhere between 80 to 85 days. I will insert a picture of what the melon looked like. And yeah, so I want to say thanks, Miss Arby, the Garden Nanny, LLC, for these seeds. I'll definitely try them in the garden next season. All right, so the cantaloupe in this bed is not ready to be harvested. I see I have another watermelon coming up there. And I have 2 more here, the yellow flesh ones. And upon doing some research, come to find out that these are actually not the moon and stars. These are the moonbeams. And I have one right there. So that's what's going on in this bed. Corn squash bed, I have some
acorns that are going to be harvested probably in a few more days. So my husband should be happy with that. And of course we have the peas doing its thing, the beans doing its thing, cucumber doing its thing. Not the Jamaican gherkin, but the lemon cucumber. Callaloo. I have yet to see any sorrel on my plants. They're lush, they're green, they're beautiful, they're tall, but nothing that I can harvest. And I'm say this so they can hear me. If they don't get their acts together pretty soon, they're gonna run into the cold, which is, like I said this morning when I woke up, we were in the high 50s. So we know it's coming. I'm hoping it's just a cold spell this week and then we'll get back up to the low to mid 70s. Anyway, this is the harvest. Some more cucumbers, some more tomatoes, a few more okra, and some peppers. One thing I need to show you is the so about 10 days ago, 10 to 12 days ago, I planted some peas that I harvested from the back garden over there, and they've already sprouted. This is an old plant, so I'm happy about that. While the corn did have ears, I don't think that Wiggly, see that Wiggly thing? Get off of there. I should kill him, but I don't think anything will be salvageable. So that's the update. Hopefully the weather cooperates and I'm able to get some peas harvested from this area. And the pole beans that's over there by the burgundy bush beans, I saw that they were ready to be harvested, so I got me a good handful to add to the harvest for today. So I'll bring you back next go around. Well, good everything. It is the 27th, I want to say. It's Wednesday and it's about 4 p.m. Today we were between low 70s to mid 70s. Woke up this morning at 50. So I'm out here harvesting some stuff for the pantry, and I noticed that I have a broccoli that's beginning to have a head. And this is some Brussels sprouts and some cauliflower. I harvested the Swiss chard and the kale. I could harvest some more of the kale to take to the pantry. However, the cantaloupes in this bed are not ready to be harvested. So maybe I'll give them one more week. But I went through and I got a good count. So I have about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 decent sized ones that I can take probably next week. And I have 3 watermelons coming along. I did get some tomatoes from this in here, and I decided it was time to consolidate. So basically bring the pots this direction because they're going to be going into either the garage or the basement pretty soon. Peppers still haven't turned ripe, but I'm hoping that I get my scotchies pretty soon. And I see I have some more okra that's ready to be harvested. So let me get that and I'll show you what I got today. Alright, so this is today's harvest. kale, a few Swiss chard, some peppers, okra, and the tomatoes, about 6 of them from that bed over there I threw in there. So not too much to take to the pantry this week, but as long as the garden keeps providing, I'll have something to take. But everything, it is Friday the 29th of August 2025. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. High 60s to mid 70s ish, I would say. I'm out here, figured I'd do some watering, harvest a few things. Now it seemed like I'm getting some sprinkling. I don't know how much rain we're gonna get, but whatever we get is welcome. Anyway, used up my fung juice to do a fertilizing treatment, and at least I got that done. But I don't think it's gonna rain hard or much, but wanted to come out here. So harvest today is the same old pole beans, bush beans, tomatoes, and lemon cucumbers as usual. Cantaloupes are still not ready, peppers are not ready, acorn squash is not ready. So I need to go harvest me some callaloo so I could strew that down this weekend, but I am not going to keep you for that. I wanted to say have a awesome Labor Day weekend. Thanks for stopping by, and ancestors willing, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.